I'm here at Gove Park in Auburn, Washington. Somebody said there's not a lot of parking here, but I got here. There's plenty of parking. Looks like there shouldn't be a problem. And aside from the park, there's lots of streets people can park on. So far, it looks like a nice place to visit, but let's go ahead and see what's here. Looks like they have some play areas over there. Nice big field. This says these are, I think, bocce courts or bokeh courts or something. I don't know how you pronounce that. I guess that's what they look like. I'll have to look that game up, see what it is. Apparently those bocce balls are available to be checked out from the front desk of the community center for those hours, Monday through Friday and on Saturday. So this park works in conjunction with the community center. This is the local community center, which is right next to the park here. They have lots of activities, I guess, going on there throughout the year. We just finished with Memorial Day weekend, and they have a Veterans War Memorial here. It looks like they built it in 2018. Recognize the various branches. I was in the Air Force. My brother and my friend Steve were in the Navy. My cousin was in the Marine Corps. And I had another friend who was in the Army. Looks like these are a lot of local people that died during the Vietnam War. It's like it's quite a few people for it being local. In this stage, we remember with gratitude the soldiers of the United States of America, the Republic of Vietnam, and allies who fought and died for freedom and democracy in Vietnam. I'm assuming those must be like the colors of like the Vietnamese flag, maybe. Yeah, because then these are the Vietnamese people that died maybe from around the area. And that's our Army, Air Force, and Navy of the Republic of Vietnam. This talks about the history of Vietnam, how in '54 Geneva Accords ended French occupation, divided the country into North and South Vietnam. North was communist, South was a free republic. The communists infiltrated the South in 56 through 63, attempting to undermine the new republic. Of course, they wanted to expand and take over freedom. In 63, dissatisfied with their president, cannot say that name, U.S. supported the overthrow of President Diem, and then somebody else became president, South Vietnam. John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Lyndon B. Johnson became president. The North Vietnamese Communists, 64 through 68, with Russian and Chinese support, sent more troops to the south and aided Viet Cong, terrorizing local populations in the south. U.S. involvement continued to grow with combat forces reaching over 500,000 soldiers. In 68, the Tet Offensive violated a ceasefire agreement during the new year, launched a major striking military offensive to population centers in South Vietnam. 68 through 73, Nixon took office, facing anti-war sentiment, led the war in a different direction. Kissinger met secretly with North Vietnamese and Chinese communist leaders. They reached the Paris ceasefire agreement, allowing U.S. forces to be withdrawn by President Nixon's promise of renewed military support if the communists invaded the South. 74 and 75, Gerald Ford and the 94th Congress didn't keep President Nixon's promise of military support. North Vietnamese communists switched from guerrilla to conventional war tactics. Without U.S. support, the Republic of Vietnam collapsed. 1975, April 30th, communists took over the Republic of Vietnam. South Vietnamese soldiers, officials, and many civilians unable to escape the company were executed and put in communist prison camps. Over the years, close to 1 million South Vietnamese escaped to the U.S. and other countries for freedom. I think this park might take the award for the largest areas of grass that I've seen. It's just huge areas of grass. Even Marymore didn't have that. It always filled the space with something. But it's kind of nice, you know, because a lot of people will settle down underneath a tree somewhere and just relax. This path seems to be just circular, kind of seems to run the more or less perimeter of the park, with the exception of the massive fields. It looks like they have a story walk. I've seen that before at another park that I visited where they had signs posted that showed like a page out of a children's book. I decided not to use it in that particular video because there might be copyright infringement issues, so I just decided better safe than sorry. Kind of like a couple of places I've been, they had background music that was playing, and I wasn't really paying attention because, you know, you forget a lot of times when you have it playing in the background. And it would be a store or something playing the music, and I'm sitting there just doing my video. And then I get a strike because I'm, you know, infringing on somebody else's music. So then I have to eliminate that from my video. So I just try to avoid those things whenever possible. This is kind of near the center of the park. It's like it kind of overlooks everything. It's children's slide. Looks like they created some nice garden type effect with the rocks and the trees. Squirrels love parks, I can tell you that much. I've seen them in every single park I've ever been to. Over there is a children's playground. There's a lot of things there, but there are kids everywhere, and I just didn't want to walk up and videotape everybody. You're not supposed to really show children in a non-children's video anyway, unless they're like your own kids or something. Looks like on Sundays, June through September, they have a farmer's market over here, so it seems like something that might be worthwhile coming to at some point. Thank you for joining me today at Auburn's Let's Gove Park, and I hope you'll join me for another adventure of Big A.